What is up, guys? Welcome to Devlog 2 of my FPS game. I've been pretty busy and I went on vacation, so it's been a month since my last one, but we've been on that grind. Don't worry, don't worry. We got a new UI. I made a new map. We got grenades, flashbangs. We got melees now, and a bunch of other small things I added on the way. So let's just see how it all happened and what it looks like. Okay, first thing I want to do is make the HUD for the game. So we're just gonna look at Black Ops 3 and use their HUD. Let's see. Now let's use this image. Yeah, so pretty much I'm just gonna take inspiration from this and see what we can do. I kind of forgot I'm really bad at making UI. So of course I hopped on YouTube and now I found out that you can make Roblox UI with Figma. I know how to use Figma. Give me 1 second. All right, I'm done. Let me zoom out. Okay, boom. Oh my god. Okay, so we have your scoreboard in the left corner right here with the time. You know, you have your like weapon info, your ammo, or your how much grenades and stuff you'll have, your gun name. This little circle is something special. And then we have our score streaks. Okay, let me see how to actually import it back into Roblox real quick. Okay, we're here back in Studio. And I just exported it from Figma. And then boom. It's in a frame. Okay, hold on. Let me make a screen GUI. What in the... Oh, it exported everything. Whoops. Okay, I just need these three. Get these out. Get rid of that. And I can't see it. Why can I? Oh wait, because I made it in 1920. Let me fix that. There you go. Okay, it really didn't import it the best, so let me fix this real quick. Okay, I'm back. I cleaned it all up. So here is, I call it the game info widget. All right, looks pretty close to Figma. Here's our loadout widget. And then here is the score streak widget, which I did move down a little bit. Boom. Looking pretty good. So that's the main part of the HUD done. The only thing we're missing was the crosshair, which I just really didn't want to make. So luckily, I found a nice resource on the dev forums. Okay, so I was looking online and I found this module on the forums called Dynamic Crosshair. So I'm going to try and implement this. Alright guys, here's the finished project. That low-key took longer than I thought, but when you start crouching, it gets smaller, and when you start walking, it's bigger. I also coded the ammo in the bottom, so that actually works. And if you start shooting, hold on, let me switch to MP40. You can see if you start shooting, it kind of like starts, I don't know what the word is, like pulsing outwards. Similar to how COD is. So that's pretty much the HUD done for now. I can't really implement like the score streaks or the scoreboard or even the equipment stuff because, well, I haven't made any of that. But honestly, I don't really want to keep scripting. So I think I'm gonna make a map, but I honestly don't know what map I should make. Bro, who are you?
You, bro, from the future.
Me?
Yeah. Anyways, you should make Nuketown.
Are you gonna leave or what?
Nah.
All right, start the time lapse. Okay guys, I finished gray boxing Nuketown. I'm I'm just gonna give y'all like a quick run through. I also need to check like the proportions and see if they're right. Okay, so now that I've finished the layout of Nuketown, I think it's time to actually start adding in the models, like the cars and the actual houses, the mannequins. I think I want to start with the cars, but I'm not a good builder and I have no clue where to start for... Alright, bro. Which version are you?
I'm the past to you, bro.
What? That has been... Okay.
Nah, trust me, bro. You gotta use Blender.
Blender? Bro, I've never used Blender in my life.
Trust me, bro. It changed my life. I don't think I could live without it.
How are you gonna say that? You're the past.
You just like complaining, don't you?
Alright, bro. So obviously the first thing I did was go on the website and download Blender. I opened up Blender and I stared at this cube for a good 5 minutes. So I hopped on YouTube and watched a bunch of Blender tutorials on how to make a car. Shout out this guy, NPix, by the way. Alright, once again, let's get this time lapse started. Okay, well, I forgot to record me making this car, but here it is. It is a Camaro. I don't think it's too bad. Honestly, the back is pretty bad. I might remake it. I don't know. We'll see how it looks in the game. Okay, I forgot to record this one too, but I made a different one. I made a Mustang and got into studio. Here's what it looks like. I haven't colored it yet, but I mean, it looks all right. It'll do. Alright, I'm playtesting now. I'm gonna see how these models actually look in the game and... Bruh. Okay, once again. There we go. There's kind of a big gap down there. But... I mean, it feels right. Yeah, I think the proportions are right. I definitely need to fix the gap on the bottom though. But here's the Mustang I was talking about.
This is future me. I don't know what I was thinking, but those models are really bad. Don't worry, I lock in.
Something else to do than thinking about. Are you thinking about it too? Don't need reason, my reasoning is you. I knew that we were bound to fall apart, but always kept you deep inside my heart. Maybe.
Okay, the last vehicle model I gotta make is this truck. Probably gonna be the hardest one yet. Okay, well, I forgot to record again, but I just made this truck. It was really hard to find this blueprint online, but wow, I think this is my best one yet. I think I'm getting it now. Like, wow, look at that front. Looks clean. It still looks low poly, but not trash. Boom, here it is colored. Wow. Actually looks really good. This is really making me want to go back and like redo those cars because I think I could do a lot better, but I gotta make the trailer for this truck first. Okay, here it is. This one actually wasn't that hard because it's just a box. It was my first time kind of doing like interior, but it wasn't too bad. I think it looks pretty good. Okay, here it is in studio. I just put colors on it, and yeah, it's not bad at all. All right, I already put the truck in. All right, so let me replace that. Let me line this up real quick. Okay, here you go, guys. I'm playtesting it. Hold on. This. I like it. I gotta add a ramp right here. Oh, wait, what? Okay, I guess you can just slide up that. But yeah, other than these rims being different colors, I gotta fix that too. I think it's pretty good. So I went to bed that night, happy to finally end the Blender Saga. At least that's how I thought it would go. But I kept thinking about the other cars and how much better I could make them after making that truck. Now, how much that truck was actually the style that I wanted the game to be in. But I was honestly getting burnt out on all this Blender stuff and learning all these shortcuts. All these, oh, do Control Shift Caps Tab plus WE3 and then press the F9 to spawn in a bomb. And honestly, those cars are pretty bad. So I knew what I had to do. Alright, let's take a good look at these cars. I'm gonna do a before and after. And boom, oh my holy mog. Wow. That already looks 10 million times better. Look at the side. Wow, that's so much better. Let's look at the back. Oh my goodness. Alright guys, let's import it back into Roblox. Honestly, I think it looks better, but not by much. I don't think the Camaro was that bad looking. Yeah, it was mainly just the back. Wow. Yeah, the back is way better. I'm finally done. Oh my goodness. This is literally not even Blender Saga. This is Time-Lapse Saga. But wow, look at this difference. I think that's actually insane. Yeah, the new one is just a lot cleaner. I don't even know what I was doing on the right, to be honest. And after all the vehicles were finally remade, I started working on all the houses. And then finally, alright guys, I'm finally done building this map. I thought since it's Nuketown and it's smaller, it'd be like way easier, but this honestly took me probably like a week, I'm not gonna lie. But anyways, here's a quick like run through and show you how it looks right now. Alright, here's Orange House. Looks pretty nice. I didn't go that detailed in the interior because like I don't think it matters that much. Alright, as long as like it's there and you get the idea, then I think it's fine. Honestly, I think it looks pretty good. I think it matches closely well. I got the sight lines, at least most of them, down to like what Nuketown usually is on COD. Here's Blue Car. Alright, let's check out Blue House. Here's Blue House backyard, spawn, garage. Yeah, living room is pretty good. The upstairs, it's pretty bare too, but oh well. Here's Blue House window. Bang. But yeah, I honestly really enjoyed making this map. Even though it was really hard and time consuming at first, I think learning Blender was actually really valuable. Every time I like start building in Roblox Studio, I find myself going like, oh, that's gonna be way easier to do in Blender. Let me just go do it in that. There's still a couple things missing from this map. Definitely the mannequins and also like the Nuketown sign and the sign that's outside the map. It also doesn't have anything on it. And I'm not sure if I'm gonna actually put Nuketown on there. Maybe something unique in my own game. And by the way, my game doesn't even have a name yet, so gotta figure that out. If y'all got any suggestions, let me know. And finally, the Blender Saga, the time-lapse slop, it's finally over. Well guys, I think that's it. That's all I can do for this devlog. I think I'll see y'all Bro, I'm tired of doing these segments, bro.
Yo, it's me again from the future, bro.
Wait, what? I thought you were from the past. I killed you earlier. How are you even here?
Don't even worry. We gotta keep doing these, bro. You forgetting. Nobody wants to watch you build a map the whole time. Alright, they want to see something new about the FPS. Like, making it the equipment system.
Equipment? Like grenades and like flashbangs?
Yeah, see, you get it.
Bro, we're already like 15 minutes into the video.
Dude, who cares? This way you can have more content to give them, and honestly, you just make more progress in general.
Okay. I guess I'll listen to you. Okay, I gotta make the equipment system now. But where would I even start? I guess before we can even make the system, we'd have to make the models. But then that means... Oh god. No. No, 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 no. And of course, we're back on Blender making a grenade model. Alright guys, here's the grenade model. I just finished it. Honestly, I think it looks pretty good. It was really nice making something that's not a car. But anyways, I gotta make the flashbang. Alright guys, I just finished the flashbang. This one looks pretty nice. I like this one, especially the little blue strip. My next step was to animate them, but I wanted to see how they'd actually look in the game. So I quickly coded up a basic system that would just display you holding the equipment. Okay guys, so I created the view models for the grenade and flashbang. Right now it kind of just pops up since I don't have any animations, but as long as it works, then adding animations is easy. The only thing I really did was create this ability to stow your weapon and then like re-equip it again, which I think will come in handy for other things than just the equipment for the future. So I started animating the throwing and the priming for both the grenade and flashbang. I honestly need to use something other than this Roblox animator because from what I've seen online and just using it, it's pretty stinky and it just doesn't look that good, but we'll deal with that later down the line. All right guys, first test. Oh, not bad, not bad. Oh, it's a little glitchy. Wait. Why is it like... Oh my god, it's like popping. I don't know how to describe it. So I figured out my whole animation system was flawed at that moment. So I ended up having to rewrite the core of... Huh? Oh, I didn't fix it? What did I do then? Yeah, so... I just ended up making idle breathing animations instead for all the weapons. And then I decided to just animate the flashbang as well, entirely avoiding the problem ahead of me. And then finally, I couldn't avoid the problem. So I decided to sit down and not only fix the animations, I'd also update my audio system to support equipment. And I'd also add all the logic behind the grenade and flashbang so that they actually affect players. And also create some okay VFX, which I forgot to record that part. But yeah, this was a grind. And here we go. That took quite a while, but I already tested it before this, so here's the frag. You can cancel using your equipment, so if you've already pulled the pin on the grenade, you can cancel it. Here's the holding animations. Let me throw this. Little smoke effect. Right, I added the sounds, throwing sounds. If you look at it, you get flashed. If you're closer and you look at it, yeah, wow. And then if you're near and you look away, it doesn't affect you that much. So that's one way to counter it. Grenades, it's just a grenade. Oh, that one didn't bounce. Yeah, but there you go. Some explosion VFX. You can cook the grenade, so it's a 5-second timer. So I think that's enough for the equipment system now. I made it modular enough to where whenever I'm ready to add more unique utility, it shouldn't be too difficult. And I think the final step for this chapter is to just complete the UI aspect. So I hopped back on Google to find some more inspiration. Okay, so I found some gameplay. And since we're being inspired by Black Ops 3, I just wanted to see how their UI kind of looks. Let's see, here he used a concussion. And he has 2 of them. And the images are kind of stacked over each other, but offset a little bit. And then the back image kind of comes forward and becomes not transparent at all. And then if he only has 1 in the slot, then it just completely disappears. Okay, so first step, I obviously need icons for my models. I found this free plugin. Usually these plugins are not free at all, but it's like a photo booth plugin. And it lets you take like images of your models. It's kind of buggy sometimes, you can have to restart it, but it's pretty good. These will do. Okay, so I'm lining up the icons right now. How do I turn off the snapping? Because it's making me mad. I'm trying to get it center but not center, and it just keeps snapping it. So I think I'm just gonna do this. That looks fine. And of course, we can't do all that without coding it and actually making it work. It was just a bunch of tween services and stuff. Nothing too bad. Alright guys, I just finished testing it, so I'm gonna do a quick showcase. You see whenever I throw it, the front one disappears and the back one comes forward. And then the last one, it just disappears. Or it fades out. And then for grenade, I like this one because you can visually see when you pull the pin and it's been primed. But yeah, when you cancel it, it comes back. And I know that's not realistic, but oh well. Here's how it looks when it's only 1 and you cancel it. Alright, well I feel like I'm on a roll now that the equipment is all done. I kind of want to do the melee. I said I kind of want to do the melee. Wow. There's no interruption? No future me, no past me? Hello? Yeah, what the? Who are you?
Listen to me, bro. Listen, just
What
listen to
happened
me.
to you?
Don't do it, bro. Don't do the melees, bro. I'm telling you, don't do the melees.
Don't do melees? What do you mean? What?
I gotta go, bro. I'm leaving, bro. I gotta
Where are
go.
you going? So, before we can actually do melees, we need to make a model. But I was really lazy. Let's go, guys. The first melee of our game right here, the brick. Okay, with my beautiful new melee model taken care of, the next step for any meleeing in Roblox is a good hit detection setup. Not those doo-doo swords that can hit you 50 feet away. I could make my own, but there's no need to reinvent the wheel. Dude, I actually love the dev forums. Like, I was searching up how to make a hitbox, and I got recommended a video called Muchacho Hitbox, and it led me to this forum. So I think I'm gonna try and implement this. Okay, so I made the brick view model, and I just finished putting together my hitbox service. Dude, I honestly wish the open source modules from the forums came with server sanity checks, especially for something like a hitbox. But I added my own, so hopefully we can stop a lot of exploiters with it. So as I do my melee attack, you can see the hitbox visual pop up. So whatever is caught in this hitbox will take damage, assuming it's a player. I really did like this module because it already came built in with velocity prediction. So if you know how the client and server works, you know that your character's server position is going to be behind where you see your actual character. So just imagine sliding around super fast and your melee hitbox is just way behind you. Like, usually hitboxes will be created and just stay in the position you click from, but velocity prediction makes it where the hitbox actually moves in the direction that you're already moving. So this is really good for my game since you'll be running around and slide canceling everywhere. Okay, just found something wrong. If I move this guy right here, right behind this wall, and I hit, boom, I hit him through the wall. That is not good. And that means my code is not working. So let me go fix that. Okay, I just finished testing this, so it should be fixed now. So now, when you're trying to hit through the wall, orange means it detects the player, but it's not going to damage them because there's an obstruction in your way. Yeah, that works. But yeah, earlier, you could also like slide into the wall and also hit them. So that's not possible anymore. And I made it where you have to be aiming a little more closer to where the player actually is. So even though I'm pretty close, I have to actually be facing their general direction. Right? Because earlier you could just kind of like barely look in the direction, hit him, but now it should be a little more balanced. Okay, well I guess it's actually time to make a real melee. So we could go for the basic old combat knife that most of the other FPS games do. But, oh, karambit. But I don't really want to do that. So I was thinking let's do a kunai. So I got on Blender and I started making the kunai model. It wasn't too bad since the kunai isn't actually anything crazy looking. I did add this trim on the outside of the blade. Why? I don't know. I just felt like adding stuff, to be honest. But I think it gave it more character. Okay, here's the kunai. I just imported it into Roblox. It looks pretty good. Not better than the brick there, obviously. But yeah, let me go ahead and see how this looks in game. Okay, I just made the view model for it, so here's how it looks in game. I think I'm going to change the crosshairs for melees. And just keep that center dot and disable the little arms. Just so it looks cleaner. Okay, next step was to animate. I thought it was finally time to move away from the Roblox animator and either move on to Moon Animator or Blender. I was going to go with Moon Animator because it's already in Studio, which is something I'm already familiar with. But yeah, I'm broke. So I went with Blender. And wow, was it an experience. Let me tell you, I was genuinely in a crisis trying to animate with Blender. The tutorials for animating a view model in Blender was already very few, and most of them were outdated or just didn't tell you how to troubleshoot problems you ran into. Bro, I ran into so many problems. Dude, what is happening right now? Bro, what the hell is that? Oh my god! In retrospect though, they were definitely easy problems to fix, I won't lie. But I'm still a Blender noob, so it's not my fault, it's all of yours. Dude, no way. Is it actually just because my scale is not 1? Oh my god. Yes, oh my god. It's here. My rig is actually here. No way. And the camera's working. Oh my goodness. Okay, finally. And with that, I started animating my first melee attack animation. Okay, here's what I got, guys. My very first ever animation. It's a little stab. Needs some work, but not bad. Okay, I made another animation. This is the equip animation. I'm actually really proud of this one. Ooh, he does a little twirl and he catches it in the air. Oh, one more time. Okay, I made 2 more attack animations. This is just a little slice. Okay, and this one is just a downward slice. I think these are good base animations. Let me go put them in the game now. Okay, here we go. Showcase. Equip animation. I do like that. I'm probably not following like some type of animation rules, or there's some animators out there not liking it, but I like that. Here are the attack animations. Not too bad for my first time. Wait, hold on. Let me like run around with it. Ooh, wait. Nah, the equip is nice. The equip is nice. Well, guys, that's pretty much all I have for this devlog. If you've made it this far, then thank you for watching my journey. I genuinely didn't think this video would go this long, but I'm editing this right now and I honestly just now realized I did make a lot of progress. I also didn't cover many of the small things, but those were overall just like bug fixes and minor changes that need to be added. I think next devlog will definitely be towards working on the game loop. Of course, probably more weapons, equipment, more melees, etc. yada yada. I do need to create a main menu, so there's still a lot that are in the works. One thing I really do need is a game name, which I still haven't found one yet, but I haven't really focused on it though. I would like you guys to always critique or suggest things. I'm always open to change, and I'd be happy to answer any questions down in the comments. But yeah, thanks for watching. Make sure to like the video, and if you want to see more devlogs, then definitely make sure to subscribe. See ya!